went into the opening test in the dusty western Indian coastal city of Ahmedabad as clear favourites. They boasted a very balanced attack with the pace of Donald, the craftiness of de Villiers, the bustle of Macmillan, the off-spin of Simcox and the mystery of Paul Adams. In the event, it turned out to be a totally spin-orientated wicket. South Africa appeared to have neutralised the disadvantage of losing what had looked a vital toss when they bowled India out for a mere 223 early on the second morning. Two outstanding fielding contributions from Jonty Rhodes accounted for both Tendulkar, 42, and Azharuddin, 35. But Azhar would have a significant part to play later in the series. Alan Donald ran through the tail, taking 4 for 37, but the wicket was beginning to disintegrate already. By the end of the second day, South Africa had lost 8 men to the combined spin of Joshi, Hewani and Kumble. Two of the umpiring decisions were particularly poor. Both Cullinan, who had made 43, and Cronje, only 1, were unhappy with their dismissals. 95 for 3 soon became 119 for 7.
It's bowled in. Well, that was an extraordinary dismissal.
Simcox hit out for a useful 32, but only a 60-run ninth-wicket partnership between de Villiers, who made 67 not out, and Donald enabled the visitors to reach 244, a lead of 21. The groundwork was being laid for what would turn out to be a result series on bowler-friendly pitches, quite in contrast to the 80s, when so many matches were drearily drawn. In fact, the dusty, underprepared strip at Ahmedabad became the centre of controversy, with the president of the South African board, Krish Makadush, announcing his team would not play on the wicket on future tours. Nevertheless, the visitors seemed to have the upper hand when a combination of spin and seam skittled India for just 190 in their second innings. Tendulkar was snaffled by Rhodes again, and Macmillan's safe hands claimed 3 more victims.
Edge taken, what a catch by Brian Macmillan. He's got a fantastic pair of hands.
Debutant Laxman's 51 was the only substantial contribution in an otherwise dismal batting effort. Nevertheless, it proved a crucial innings. Paul Adams took the last 3 wickets to leave South Africa a target of 170 to win.
Didn't quite get hold of it, got it the bottom of the bat, and the Indian innings comes to an end. Top scorer VVS Laxman with 51. He was dismissed this morning. Rahul Dravid making 34, Mohammad Azharuddin 24, and Anil Kumble, a very useful knock, 30 not out.
In their adversity, India needed a hero, and they found one in paceman Javagal Srinath. He accounted for both Hudson and Cullinan in the first over to reduce the opposition to 0 for 2.
LBW. Srinath at him, and he's caught! He's caught behind first ball, and a disastrous start for South Africa. And this Gujarat stadium goes absolutely wild as South Africa have lost 2 wickets in successive balls without a run on the board.
Joshi and Kumble chipped in with vital wickets at the other end, but it was Srinath bowling reverse swing on an unreliable pitch who proved the match winner.
Caught, no doubt about it this time.
Oh, that might be close. He's given him. This is sensation here.
3 times he took wickets with successive balls, as South Africa lost their last 6 wickets for 9 runs in 25 balls.
Oh, he's bowled him. It's all happening here for India. Leg stump knockback. Srinath gets 5 in an innings for the first time in his life.
The final wicket of Adams meant Srinath ending with career best figures of 6 for 21, an outstanding performance, and South Africa had tumbled to 105 all out and defeat by 64 runs. Grumbles at the wicket were not the only points of controversy after the game. Some very questionable umpiring decisions, especially from local supervisor Mr. S.K. Banse, and complaints over poor practice facilities and dirty dressing rooms fueled further debate.
Yeah, it's amazing how many times bad pitches produce interesting matches and close contests, and it's never going to be easy to drive the ball on a poor surface like that. And you know, the spin bowlers are always going to turn it a long way, but the fast bowlers going to be very hard to score from. And as Srinath and Donald, de Villiers, everyone proved that he's going to be very, very hard.